Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
Woo! I am excited to tell you guys about this. You've heard me talk about it before, and when I love something, I tell everyone. So if you are listening and you are a network marketer or you're an entrepreneur and you're like, how do I get organized? How do I get clarity? How do I get focus? What am I supposed to do every single day? You absolutely need to go to 90dayhabits.co and get your own copy of this journal. This journal is a 90-day habit tracker. It's a workbook where you're essentially tracking every single day your mindset work, the relationships you're building, the conversations you're having, the follow-up you're having. And in 90 days, if you're not where you want to be in your business, the answers lie in those pages. So go ahead and get yourself a copy at 90dayhabits.co, and you can use the password gettingmagnetic15 for 15% off. Sandy here. Okay. Literally 2 minutes ago, Wade was like, babe, it's Monday at 2:00. We need to release an episode on Wednesday, and we need to get it to Chase in the next 15 minutes. And we need to leave the house in the next 18 minutes. And I'm like, babe, I got you. So I just sat down, I hit record, and we're going with it. Today's topic is you don't attract what you want. You attract what you're being. So I really, really want that to soak in. I think so often we want things, we long for things, we crave things, but you're only going to attract that if you're showing up in that way. You will hear Wade and I talk about this, but acting as if, right? So first of all, I want to kind of dissect that sentence. We don't attract what we want. We attract what we're being. So first of all, the word want is a low vibe word, okay? Like, I want this, I want that. Like, it's like childish almost, right? We don't just get what we want. We have to work for what we want. And so I think, like, evaluate yourself and be mindful of what are you being? How are you showing up? I think this can apply in so many different areas of your life. For example, in a relationship, let's say you want better. You're like, oh, I wish our communication was better. I wish we had more sex. I wish this, I wish that. I wish, like, he would look me in the eye more when he comes home from work, or I wish this or that, or we want things and we wish for things and we hope things will just happen. Well, guess what? You got to meet him halfway, right? So I think when you are craving something, you have to give it to get it. Like, the energy will be matched. And so you got to meet in the middle. And so if you want, for example, better communication in your relationship, start giving better communication. If you want more hugs in your relationship, give more hugs. If you want more compliments, give more compliments. Like, it starts with showing up more, because things aren't just going to come to you unless you're like putting it out there, and then it will match what you're putting out there. I think too, like, maybe for a business example, so often in business, Wade and I are network marketing professionals and we own several businesses. We're very entrepreneurial, and a lot of times being around other entrepreneurs or people wanting to step into entrepreneurship, I hear people say that they want XYZ, or that looks amazing, or if only that could happen for me, or I wish, or I hope, or if everything works out, maybe that'll happen. No, it's those things are only going to come to you. You're only going to attract a success. You're only going to have that lifestyle. You're only going to, get that dream home or car or paycheck or lifestyle or the amount of travel that you want to bring into your life, or, you're only going to be that money magnet, whatever it is, if you start showing up like that. So I think we need to be mindful, like, what are you being? How are you showing up? That can be like a really hard kind of self-evaluation of thinking through, like, gosh, like, am I proud of how I'm showing up in all areas of my life? Like, start with you, right? Like, maybe let's start with your health. I think health is everything. Like, if you don't have your health, you have nothing, right? So how are you showing up in that department? Are you getting proper sleep? Are you nourishing your body with good whole foods? Are you drinking enough water? Are you doing enough things to take care of you? Are you reading? What do you do to pour into yourself and your mindset? What makes you feel good? Do more of that stuff, right? List out different categories of your life, like maybe even spiritually, or if you're religious or you have a relationship with, a higher power of some sort, like evaluate, like, what are you giving to that? And if you're not where you want to be, like maybe you've had stronger faith at different times in your life and you feel like it's not really there for you right now. Well, are you there for it? Are you carving out the time and taking the time to pour into that and give attention and love and energy to that category, whatever it might be? Maybe it's your business, right? Maybe you're not where you want to be in your business. Maybe you thought you'd be at some place, but your reality isn't matching your vision. Well, how have you been showing up? I think it's really easy to give ourselves like slack sometimes, like, oh, it's okay. Well, this happened, or gosh, like I didn't expect, this curveball, or, we give ourselves a lot of grace, and we should give ourselves grace, but also not so much so that we like just let ourselves off the hook. And so I think it's just like having that conversation with yourself, be mindful and think through like, okay, how can I show up better in all categories, even if it was just 1 degree more in all categories, and taking ownership of I am where I am today because of the choices I made yesterday. And I am where I am today. Like, your life right now is a physical manifestation of your thoughts, of your beliefs, of your actions. So if you are vibing high and you are freaking happy as hell with where you are, good on you. You did that. If you're not feeling so hot and you're like, wow, this is not where I thought I'd be. I just got dumped. I don't like where I live. I just got laid off, blah, 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 blah. Like, all these things are falling apart. First of all, like, know that when there's always a dip before a pop. So be grateful for, you've heard, Wade and I say this, but be grateful for the hard times, because the bigger the obstacle, ultimately, like the bigger the blessing. So just know that if you're in a hard time, like good is coming. But also you need to own, like if you're not in a good place, or maybe you haven't been in a good place in a while, like that's also something that you attracted based off what you were doing a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, right? Like your life right now is based off the compounding effect of decisions that you've made. So the cool thing is you can change that right now. If you want to be in a way better place in 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you want to completely give your life a facelift and a reset, you can start that today. So let's get rid of the word want. Let's stop coming from that space of desiring something as if we're only going to attract it if we're lucky. No, this isn't about luck. This is about work, and it's about consistency, and it's about who are you in the dark? Who are you when no one's watching? How do you show up when no one's watching? Right? Because that is ultimately the reason you are where you are. So what are you being? How are you showing up? And just know, if you want some more of something in your life, just give more of it. So I hope this kind of brought some light to wherever you are in your life. I would love to hear from you. I love having conversations with you guys. Screenshot your phone right now, or whatever device you're listening on. Tag me on Instagram. I'm at SandyClaus7. Tag Getting Magnetic. And I'd love to have a conversation with you. So let me know what this brought up for you. I love learning more about our listeners, and I'm so grateful for your support and your loyal listening. Wade and I launched this podcast last November, so about 10 months ago, and we are about to hit 100,000 downloads, which is freaking incredible. So many people in dozens and dozens and dozens of countries listen to little old Wade and I. And this was a fear of ours to, put this out there. We were like, oh, who would want to listen to us? Or, like, will we really add value? Clearly, we've added a lot of value, and we're just getting started. And so on that point, I want to encourage you, if there's something on your heart that you've been wanting to do for a long time, just do it. We believe in you. Have a good day.
Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.